I'm not completely against reboots. I think some of them are actually pretty good, and maybe even a few that might be better than the original. But let's be real, that's pretty rare. A lot of reboots that we've been getting are just not that good. I don't know if it's because the writers just expect us to know all of the characters and their personality and their quirks. Therefore, maybe they feel like they don't have to put in as much effort into the plot. Maybe it's because they want to make these old movies and TV shows suitable for modern audiences. Personally, I think one of the main reasons for these reboots being so atrocious is due to the lack of originality. At this point, it looks like Hollywood absolutely hates anything original, and I'm not even just talking about with reboots. I mean like with everything. It has to be based on a book, or maybe it has to come from some type of folklore or something like that. It doesn't seem like anyone just has the freedom to make a good story from scratch, which sucks. Maybe it's too much of a risk for Hollywood, but that's a big part of art. Risk-taking. Movies and TV shows is an art form, and for those shows, you would think writers would be eager to think outside the box and just get absurdly creative. But no, we're just gonna make another Jurassic Park movie. Oh, another Indiana Jones movie? Yeah, that's fine. That makes a lot of sense. No, it doesn't make sense. Stop it. As an artist, I get it. Taking risks could mean losing money, but goodness gracious, when money is the main goal of you making any type of art, I feel like the art is going to suffer, and it's going to suffer bad, and that's pretty much what's going on with Hollywood right now. So, I say all that to tell you that if you are tired of all these reboots and think that you'll hate the next big reboot that's coming out, which, side note, first of all, if you know that you're not gonna like a movie that's coming out and it just doesn't interest you, it doesn't align with what you believe, why would you still go spend your money at the movies to watch it? That is absurd to me. I'm sorry, like, confusion has entered the chat. What do you mean? You hate the new Snow White? You think it's gonna suck? Which I don't like the new Snow White either. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna go watch it. I'm not gonna go spend my money, my hard-earned money, to watch Snow White. I refuse. But people will say they don't like these reboots and these new movies, and they'll still go watch it and support it. And it's like, why? For what? It's confusing to me. Anyway, sorry, side note. Back to the video. Webtoon. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of it. Some of y'all probably already have it downloaded, but I'm still gonna shine a light on these artists who I feel like deserve their props. Webtoon is basically an app that showcases different comics by different creators and independent artists. And I just want to encourage y'all to download it to find more original stories, because us original creators, we don't have any guidelines or anything preventing us from making cool, authentic, original stories. To me, a lot of these artists are so talented and creative, and their stories are really unique, and in my opinion, there are quite a few stories that will blow some of these other TV shows and other animated films out of the water. Now, I do have a webtoon, the link will be in the description. It's called It's Me Again, God. It's a story about teenagers in the 90s learning about their faith in Jesus. It's not perfect, but it's a project that I'm confident in. So if you're interested, please give it a read. But there's also this other webtoon called Ordeal by Brent. This work of art, this masterpiece is exquisite. It's about this guy named Shay. He's a human fighter in a monster's world, so he basically fights all these monsters, even though he's kind of like the underdog in every single fight. And you know, his mentor gets murdered, so Shay sets out to make things right. I don't want to give up too much of this story because I really want you guys to read it for yourselves. The art is amazing to me. The dialogue is there, and you really want to root from Shay right from the first episode, so please go read it. The link will be in the description. I personally think that if this was turned into an animated show, it will blow all the other animated shows out of the water. Yes, it's that good. Now, if Ordeal is too intense for you, there's a soccer webtoon that I really like called The Build Up by 911. If you don't like soccer, well, suck it up and read it anyway because it's a great story. Kidding. If you don't like soccer, I don't think that will hinder you from enjoying this story. It's about this kid named Maru King who falls in love with soccer, but early on he isn't accepted by the other kids because, you know, he's a little on the big side at first. But the captain of the soccer team, Siyu, takes a chance on Maru and lets him on the team. And, you know, you'll have to read the rest of the story for yourself because I'm not trying to spoil this one either. It gives me Haikyuu vibes, and I really like that show. That's like the only anime I watch. Haikyuu, it's like up there with Haikyuu in my opinion. The art is stellar. When the hard moments hit, they hit hard. It's a good webtoon, and so, you know, please go read it. The link will be in the description. And yeah, that's about it for this video. I thank you guys for watching. Please go give those webtoons a chance. You won't regret it. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Stay tuned.